We are all great fans of superheroes, and we have once in a while dreamed of becoming one. You will be amazed to know that there are real superheroes among us. Their extreme superpowers are purely natural, and the most shocking thing is that they are just kids. Today we are going to unveil some of the top 20 kids with real superpowers. Gabby Gingras. This pretty girl from Big Leg is a typical girl, though always accompanied by someone who monitors her every move to make sure she doesn't injure herself as she goes to her gym class and plays ball games. The reason is, Gingra doesn't feel pain. So to avoid injuries, Gabby has to always wear helmets and goggles every day. If you think it's great superpower to not feel pain, well, the reality is different. Gabby's teeth had to be removed because while growing up, she always chewed her fingers and scratched her gums. Oh no. Hasna Muslimani from Lebanon is this 12-year-old girl who recently discovered that she has an unusual ability. While studying, Hasna felt a foreign object in her eye, and when her mother took her to the doctor, 3 pieces of glass were removed from her eye. Surprisingly, Hasna has been crying 7 or 8 pieces of glass every day. The pieces of glass are wrapped in a gelatinous membrane, so she doesn't feel any pain at all when this happens. Well, that's a bit better. Alani dos Santos. Dubbed the Little Missionary, this little girl from Brazil is a remarkable human being. Well, maybe not about the human being part. With the healing business becoming popular in India and Brazil, Alani is an emerging popular healer in Brazil, who since the age of 3 has been showing hope and help to many of her dad's church. People who have suffered terrible illnesses for a long time now have felt better after spending time in the presence of this superhero kid. Natasha Demkina. Continuing with the superpower kids, here comes a noble superhuman, Natasha Demkina, who is gifted with X-ray vision. It is not used at search points to detect weapons, though. Her power began to manifest itself by the age of 10, when she started to be able to see inside her mother's body, and later extended to friends and family. Surprisingly, this gift manifested after a surgery to remove her appendix. With her superpower, Natasha has assisted people with various health issues. Ramses Sanguino. Named after the Egyptian pharaoh, this 11-year-old cute boy can speak up to 7 languages and also read other people's minds. Ramses, who suffers from autism, started to learn other languages even before he could walk. The mother also announced that Ramses had signs of telepathic, and when scientists performed a little experiment by showing the kid the back of different cards, he was able to say what was on the cards without error. This gave us goosebumps. And you? The Magnetic Kid. All the way from Croatia, now we are going to show you the real Iron Kid. At the age of 6, Ivan Stojkovic became famous for being a magnetic child. This kid with superpowers caught on camera doesn't even look like a hero. Ivan has a strong magnetic film that attracts several metal objects. His parents say that Ivan's strength allows him to carry almost 50 pounds of metal on his magnetic body, and that the magnetic waves on his body have healing properties. Awesome, right? Giuliano Stroh. At the age of 5, Giuliano set a world record for the fastest 33-foot hand walk with a weight ball between his legs. The little bodybuilder performed this stunt in front of a live audience on an Italian TV show and woke up famous literally the next morning. A year later, Stroh set the world record for the most 90-degree push-ups, an exercise in which the legs don't touch the ground. Some might think that boys are deprived of a normal childhood, but this is not so. Like any other kids, they used to spend plenty of time outdoors, watching cartoons and playing with their peers. He is a kid with unbelievable super strength. Yang Jinlong. From the New York province of China, this 7-year-old boy needs no encouragement to clear his plate of vegetables. He is a typical boy, except he has a superhuman strength. Imagine 110 pounds carrying his father, who weighs 200 pounds on his back. If that doesn't surprise you, then watch him pull a 1.85-ton van with a rope tied around his waist. Yang's feet are no child's play, and we can call him a miniature man. His full cheeks and cute smile make him a web celebrity in China as people flock to see what he will pick up next. Tanishq Abraham. You will definitely want to meet Tanish Abraham, an 11-year-old Indian-American child prodigy who is going places. This doctor-in-waiting does not only have 3 university degrees, but also made a significant discovery for all humankind. While his peers are only finishing junior school, Tanishq is already done with high school and college at age 11. Tanishq spoke at a TED conference explaining the exoplanets and supernovas he has already discovered, and climate change. He is also the youngest poster presenter and the speaker at a NASA conference in NASA Ames. Maya Gamada. 9-year-old Maya Gamada must just read, and she has a remarkable ability to read while blindfolded. Maybe she has a third eye, who knows? This girl can recognize colors, alphabets, people's gestures, and even do body scans. Medical experts around the world were amazed by this little girl's ability, and we are still not sure whether it is as a result of superpower mediation. Who knows, maybe you could do it also. It's just you haven't tried. Boris Kiprianovich. Among the children with real superpowers is Boris Kiprianovich, a peculiar alien boy who is not from Earth. This boy puzzled experts and thousands of people like you by claiming that before he was born, he was a Martian. The boy's knowledge of planet Mars is amazing, and he seems to understand a lot about galaxies. Boris claims he acquired his knowledge from his past life on Mars, and that he has good memories of it. If that's what superpower is, then that's too much information for such a young boy. Adam Kirby. If you thought that only adults are smarter in winning IQ tests, look at this 2-year-old who is the youngest member of the High IQ Society Mensa UK. While most of his peers are struggling to bubble and walk, at age 2, Adam scored 141 points in an IQ test, 10 points higher than the most powerful world leaders, Barack Obama and David Cameron. Surprisingly, he wasn't even able to speak in full sentences yet. A toddler with such superpower? Unbelievable. Ben Underwood. Ben Underwood is one of the kids with superpowers. When he suffered retinal cancer at the age of 3, Ben became blind. What is incredible is that he is able to see without his eyes. Ben uses echolocation by clicking his tongue, which enables him to walk without a walking stick and even play sports. This incredible young man has also taught other blind people echolocation to improve their quality of life. Anna Baelish. Among the people with real superpowers, Anna Baelish is incredibly amazing. By the age of 10, this Russian girl was already displaying her unique strength by doing 1,500 push-ups in less than an hour, in front of an audience, earning her a place in the Guinness Book of World Records. She has since amazed people with her elasticity and balance, and one of her amazing stands is firing a bow and arrow with her feet. This is more than superpower. Sung Sung. If you thought a superpower was only about strength, please sit back and listen to Sung, a 5-year-old boy from China who has amazing abilities when it comes to music. When he mastered the piano, and when his parents posted his video online, it was so good that people thought it was a fake. But he proved the naysayers wrong when he performed Flight of the Bumblebee on a show without a single mistake. Aurelian Heyman. Wouldn't it be nice to have that super memory where you remember many things that happened to us when growing up? As we grow older, we tend to forget a lot as a result of memory loss. But Aurelian, who suffered a rare condition called hyperthymesia, lost his ability to forget at age 11. Now an adult, Heyman can incredibly describe any moment in his life, from what he ate, temperature, and the music on radio. He's one of the children with real superpowers. Deepak Jangra. Deepak Jangra is an 11-year-old boy from India dubbed Electro. This boy has baffled scientists by letting 11,000 volts of electricity pass through his body, an amount of electricity accessible through a high-voltage transition line. If you see him touch a live wire with his tongue, you might think he's wishing for death. Deepak discovered this skill when repairing his mother's heater. Oh my, we shouldn't try this at home, because only Deepak can put a live wire on his tongue without breaking a sweat. Young Titus. Imagine the very first YouTube video of your amazing basketball skills being watched by 17 million people. This is the story of Titus, a 7-year-old boy who, from 18 months, he never missed a basket. Like most kids his age, Titus doesn't use a plastic ball. He uses a regulation ball and a regulation height, and he never misses a shot. This all-star toddler, Titus Ashby, has not only become a YouTube sensation for his trick shots, but also a regular visitor on Jimmy Kimmel's live TV show. the Night Eye. But first, do us a favor, click that like button to inspire us. Subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell, and you won't miss any interesting videos. Done then? Let's go. This Chinese boy, Nong Yuhui, was born with blue eyes that look green in daylight. So far it isn't an issue, even though both parents are black-eyed, and there's no family history of another color. Besides his crystal blue eyes, it's interesting that at night, this boy has perfect vision and has eyes glow like those of a cat when light shines on them. As a result of his special eyes, Nong is able to catch crickets at night without need of flashlights. Well, we are still not sure whether he is a child star or an alien. Emma Tablet. This is probably the video for the day. Emma Tablet is a pretty 3-year-old girl from the Philippines dubbed the Fire Starter. She can set things on fire by the power of her mind. Emma was living a normal childhood life until people started associating her with fire outbreaks wherever she went. When the police once cordoned their home to investigate the matter, Emma said something will burn the house, and it did. We should just call her the Pyrokinesis Girl. Or what's your thought? Which of these kids fascinated you the most? Do you know any people like this? Let us